I'm on mass business too. I need some research data on the trees.
Trees? I see what's going on here. You're working with Kelton, aren't you? Nice try, but it's not happening. No. No way. Kelton is actively ruining my career. There's no chance that I'm helping him with anything. Whatever this thing is he's on about, he's just doing it to make himself look good with the higher-ups. I'm not helping him with that.
Why are you so against it?
Kelton screwed me over good. Probably ruined my chances for advancing in Mast. I'm not going to forgive that, ever.
Kelton said it isn't about him.
Right. Of course, we're all in danger. Trees are involved after all. He really won't let this go, will he? Maybe I can make this work in my favor. Okay, you know what? I'll hand over the data. But I'm only going to do so after you've helped me secure a better position in Mast.
What do you want me to do?
Oh, don't worry. You're just going to erase some files for me. Make sure I look good next time promotions get passed around.
This sounds shady. I don't want anything to do with it.
Well, then I guess we don't have anything else to discuss, and Kelton can just forget about getting his hands on the data. See you around. Changed your mind, did you?
Nope.
Fine. I'll figure out. Ha! Ah! Ah! Oh!
Okay.
I hope you have the data. It's really quite crucial.
You owe me for this, Kelton, more than you know.
If it's all the same to you, I'd prefer to go on not knowing. I'm sorry if this was complicated. I'd prefer to remain unaware of the details in the event that it comes up later, particularly in a legal setting. And I suppose I'd better verify the data to make sure Emilio didn't double-cross me. But you have once again come through for me. I'm truly hoping that this is the last piece I need to figure out what we can do.
I'll do anything if the credits are good.
That is hardly reassuring. It is, in fact, the exact opposite. Still, though, thank you for your assistance.
Thank you. Check in on Kelton later.
I couldn't have gotten this slate without your help. Thank you.
Return to Guillaume. I shall return to Guillaume. Are you kidding me? How is this happening? I don't even have any cheats on that that would affect this that much. This is the most unstable game I've ever played. Well, that's not true. Oh my god. It didn't save all this time. Oh,
Huh. Well, I hadn't expected. Indeed, I am.
I don't care.
There is
I
the
don't
data
care.
because we've. It's imperceptible. I am attempting to. There is data. What? No. One of the other he and I don't see. I'm hoping. Oh, thank you.
Okay. Game, for the love of fucking God, developers, please put in an autosave after timer. Like, why is it so hard to put in save every 5 minutes?
Sorry, but I need sign-off from the Interstellar Affairs office before I can set foot in there.
Like, you gotta be kidding me. It's plumbing, not a peace treaty.
It could cause an incident. It would mean my job, sir.
The guards will check you at the elevator. Welcome to the free... Typical UCC. I'll get this squared away with the...
Unless you have embassy business.
If you have a
Suggest you move
maintenance
along.
request, just get it in the system. We'll be there
Like, it's so
eventually.
annoying. Is it so freaking difficult just to have a autosave
The
based on
ancient
timer?
teachers of this site, howdy. They know that metals cannot be transmuted and that the elixir...
It's just annoying. That's all it is. It's just really annoying. Oh, come on.
I gotta get out of here!
Seriously? Like, how do they even know? So freaking annoying.
I hope you have the data. You're absolutely right. I'm sorry if... And I suppose... But you have won. And I appreciate... Thank you.
Oh, was it actually removed? It was. Okay, good. All right.
UC security! Get back here, now! Stop right there! UC security.
A 1,000 XP penalty. Okay. Okay, game. I still think XP penalty is so stupid. It doesn't make any logical sense as to why that's a penalty.
Hey, this really isn't a good place for civilians to be hanging around. There's something I can help you with?
You got some cargo impounded. I need access to it.
Yeah, I can't really just let you in there. Well, maybe we can let you through this once. All right, look, don't tell anyone I did this for you. I could lose my job over it. If anyone asks, I had nothing to do with this. You got it? 1 second. All right, make it quick, will you?
Super speed. Whee. Oh my god, how did I get so much money? Oh yeah, I never upgraded the ship, I think.
Hey there, new guy. Hope life is treating you well. Let me know.
I got a present for you.
Oh, no way. You really got it? I probably don't want to know what you did to get this, right? I mean, I want to know, but it's maybe better if I don't.
Don't worry, no one died.
I certainly hope not. This is a huge deal to me, but it's not worth either of us murdering over. Well, look, I can assure this will all be worth it in the end. Matter of fact, I'm going to let you have the first ever sample. On top of that, you get free drinks. Not like unlimited free drinks, but you want a little pick-me-up now and then? I got you covered. I need some time to work on what comes next. But this was the difficult part, I think. Really, thank you so much.
All right.
Catch you later.
Never a dull day in the big city. Anything I can do for you?
Like living here?
Oh, sure. There's always tons of travel into New Atlantis, so there's no shortage of people to meet. I love talking with the new people and hearing about their journeys. Not to mention, it's also nice and safe. Unlike my brother's job.
What does your brother do?
He's a Marine, and if that wasn't bad enough, he's stationed in Sidonia. He keeps telling me it's safe and how he loves his job, but I just worry about him so much. All I ever hear about Sidonia is how many people get hurt in accidents there. I just pray that he'll be okay.
He'll be fine.
I hope you're right. I just have such a hard time believing that, though. But, oh my, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to dump all of that onto you. It just feels good to get it all off my chest.
Anything you recommend doing in New Atlantis?
There's a huge tree in the Embassy District, across from the mass station. Trust me, it may sound dumb, but I think everyone should see it at least once when they're in the city. It's so cool. Or maybe I just love trees.
All right.
Until next time.
You picked a good day to drop by. Bartender's making them strong today. You in town for business?
Constellation business.
You're with Constellation? Damn, that's cool. I've always admired you guys. Exploring the stars full-time seems like a dream come true. It seems like we have that in common. Personally, I'm here looking for work. I just quit my job as a weapon tester for Mast.
Huh. Well, you could join my crew.
Well, I'll be damned. What a coincidence. Working on a ship sounds perfect. I was hoping my next job would get me out of the city. What's your offer?
Huh. If you consider working for a discount, you'll get a lot to see a lot of the galaxy.
I really need this job. Sure. I'll cut you that deal.
Here you go.
Sounds like a fair salary for your new weapons expert. I'll take it.
Manage your crew. Review and change their assignments. Different crew have different skills, which enhance your ship or outposts. Oh.
I'll head straight to my post and get to work.
Good to see you.
I'm looking to join a crew. Any openings?
Starship engineering. No.
You're back. What do you say? Will you take me with you?
Okay.
Aye, aye, Captain. I won't overcharge you. I'm grateful for the offer. I've been out of a job since I left the Freestar Rangers.
Can I afford to pay? Yeah, will you work for less?
You're short on credits? Don't think I'm desperate or anything, but you do have a point. Well, the last thing I want is you going bankrupt on my account. I'll work for whatever you can pay.
Here you go.
Thanks! I think we'll make a great team, huh?
Well, till you get on my ship.
Thanks for giving me a chance, Captain. I won't let you down.
Is that subtracting money from me? It does not. Okay, great.
Hey, if you're looking for a weapon specialist...
Hell yeah. Ballistics and missile weapon.
I'm not asking for that much. Just... You're asking me to work for less than the going rate? Why would I do that? Don't think I'm desperate or anything.
Critical success.
You do have a point. Well, I guess something's better than nothing.
Dang, okay, you're higher.
Really? I mean, thanks. Sorry, I'm just used to hearing no.
Okay. Unassign. And assign to the ship.
Thanks for giving me a chance.
Pardon?
Yes?
Propulsion specialist?
If you're hiring, I could really...
Damage control specialist. Okay, so named people are better. I mean, that makes sense.
Products.
Hello. At this rate, I
Here's your
won't even
gem.
have it. Ah, wonderful. I knew George would make the exchange. He could never resist foodware from Earth. You've done me a great service today, friend. I'll be sure to never take this gem for granted ever again. Thank you for bringing it back to me. Until next time.
What you asked me to do is literally
Oh, Jesus. Speak with Kelton of Frush. Let's go. Oh yeah, are you good to go, or?
Oh, I was hoping we might run into one another again. Your timing is most fortuitous. I'm on the verge of something, but I don't quite have all the information I need.
If you're still paying, I'm still listening.
Well, actually, Mast would be paying, but I see your point and assure you that you will be compensated for your time. Of course, now that I understand more about what's going on, it seems plain as day, and yet I never would have imagined it before. The tertiary trunks have also liquefied their interiors, but they're not vibrating. I thought perhaps it was some sort of defect, but it's much simpler. They're listening.
How do you know what's going on here?
I don't. Not for sure. It's all a theory, certainly, but it is completely supported by the data and observation, like all good science. It's the best we have to go on right now.
I don't understand what that means.
It means it is ready to reproduce. I believe this tree is sending vibrations out over massive distances and expecting to detect sympathetic vibrations in return. As of yet, there's been no response. I suspect that will not change, that a response is impossible, and that's very, very bad news.
Divine bad news.
We're continuing to see an increase in the strength and frequency of the vibrations. I don't know how much more significant it will become. If there's no response, the tree may vibrate itself and some nearby portion of the city to destruction. Now, as of yet, there has been no response, and clearly none of the nearby individuals are a correct match. While it can't be ruled out that the intended recipient of these messages was cut down during the city's expansion, there is one other possibility. Over 100 years ago, the United Colonies and the Freestar Collective emerged from the Narian War. As a gesture of peace and goodwill, a near-literal olive branch, one of the trees from New Atlantis, was offered to the leaders of Aquila City.
Weird choice for a peace offering.
Certainly wouldn't have been my first suggestion. Something about the common roots of humanity or some such. Politicians and their metaphors. Of course you can't just uproot a native species and plunk it down on some other planet in a totally different environment and expect it to grow. Clearly no exobotanists were consulted ahead of time. The end result was wholly predictable. The tree died within a few short years.
So that's a dead end, pardon the pun.
Clever, but no, not necessarily. The tree died, yes, but branches were kept. At least one still exists in the museum there in the city. If I had that branch, I could get DNA samples, and then using various data I've gathered, I could attempt to simulate a response. We could then broadcast that response and hopefully calm down our friend here. But, as I say, I need that branch.
And we finally arrive at the point.
I'm afraid I can't be two places at once, and I have too much going on here. The museum in Aquila City is under the supervision of one Miss Kessler, I'm told. I don't know anything about her, but hopefully she'll be willing to listen to reason and assist our cause. All right, off you go. We don't have any time to waste.
Okay. Collect the bounty on pirate rover at the deserted robotics lab? Alright, let's go to the lodge. Finally. I think the robot's dead. Or whatever. Oh, here it is.
Captain Bill, everyone will be in the library, just inside. If Barrett were here, he'd probably tell you that you're part of something bigger now, and he hopes you'll make this place your home.
Okay.
We appear to have a visitor.
Welcome to Constellation. We have a lot to talk about. Would you care to tell us what happened to our friend? Why you're here and he isn't?
He's dead. Why don't you start with telling me what the Constellation is?
Very well. This is a private organization dedicated to exploration. Space primarily, but also anomalies throughout the settled systems. It's inherently dangerous work, so if one of our own doesn't show up as planned, then we tend to have questions. Speaking of which, where is Barrett?
Who are you?
Sarah Morgan, Chair of Constellation. That means anything you discussed with Barrett is my business. Now, if you would please answer my question.
It doesn't matter. I have your artifact.
Excuse me? I think you might have us confused with some cutthroat bounty hunters guild. Vasco, verify Barrett's location and status.
Currently, assisting the miners on Vectera following a Crimson Fleet attack.
This is just typical. Barrett hands over our ship and our robot to some random employee of that discount mining outfit he uses.
Walter.
And if we hadn't insisted on installing those emergency protocols, I guarantee you this rock breaker here would be halfway to Neon.
But that didn't happen. He's here with the artifact.
Thank you, Matteo. Now, let's focus on what's in front of us, shall we? What happened when it was extracted? Did anyone see anything? Hear anything?
How many times this happened? Who else had these visions?
We think it's anyone else who pulls one out of the rock for the first time. Why? We're not sure yet. So if you wouldn't mind adding another data point.
I'm not talking about this. That thing almost killed me.
So something did happen. Barrett mentioned a loss of consciousness last time he found an artifact.
Are you hearing this?
Yeah, this storyline is super forced. You don't even have a choice in it. It's just, you have to do it.
Expect us to believe in fairy.
If this is the greatest mystery in the universe, why couldn't it be part of the ultimate mystery?
But gentlemen, can we please focus? Noel, I think it's time we tested your theory.
Right. Let's see. You know the artifacts react to each other. The pieces we already have move when they're in close contact. Now, if we add this new one to the two we already have...
The artifact. If you could place it on the table here.
Huh? What? Oh. You want me to do something? Well, give me a moment. Is gonna take everything that's not nailed down first. Permanently reduce all fall damage by 5%. Hell yeah.
That's it. Just like the others. And to imagine, we thought there were only 2 of them at first.
Oh my god, that's it. They're reacting. Look at how it's coming together. That energy that's arcing between them, no manufactured material in the settled systems can do that. None of them. This proves
Easy, girl. Breathe. You'll have a heart attack.
She's not the only one. If they're coming together, that means there's a set.
Built by an intelligence outside the settled systems.
Still 2,000 credits for our little wager, Patrick?
You're on, Walter.
Well, if we had all the answers, it wouldn't be exciting, now would it?
Not to take away from the moment, but what are we going to do about our new friend?
So, are you ready to get to work? See if exploration is the life you want to lead in this little universe of ours?
You want me in the constellation?
We're all here because we're committed to exploring space. Humanity may have settled the stars, but that doesn't mean we should stop diving into the unknown. Beyond that, you'll be expected to use your own judgment, just like the rest of us.
How much do you know about the artifacts? What are they?
Individually, they're just odd hunks of metal. Another oddity from the uncharted reaches of space. As to what they are, what they're building, well, you'll be part of solving that puzzle now.
Fine.
You should take some time to get settled in. Introduce yourself to everyone. Some of our members aren't here, but you'll meet them soon. Come find me when you're ready. You and I are going to be doing some traveling together. Get your feet wet. And here, I think you've earned something for bringing the artifact to us. In addition to credits, why don't we set you up with a backpack with some boost capability? You'll need it out in the field anyway. Just mind your...
You can now utilize boost packs. Yay! It's garbage. Wait, we can't hover with it? That's stupid.
I am at your service, Captain.
Yeah, so you have to like bob up and down. You can't hover with it.
Ever since I got here, this has felt like home. These people are family.
I don't know
I
about
hope
that,
it feels
dude.
that way for you too.
Seems pretty lame.
Well, I suppose that station in orbit has more than paid for itself at this point. Well, I suppose calling you a rock breaker may have been a bit out of line.
I've been called worse.
Still doesn't excuse it. My frustrations lie more with Barrett. Not the first time his shenanigans have jeopardized one of our ventures. Not fair of me to take it out on you, especially since it would seem he made the right call this time. So, let's start over, shall we? Walter Stroud, CEO of Stroud Eklund, member of Constellation, and oft-times grumpy old man. Welcome aboard.
Hope the drinks are at least free.
Yes, well, a stocked bar is a treat I think Constellation can afford. For now. But if you clean us out, you're on your own. By the way, in addition to a place to stay, the Lodge has a wealth of modification and research equipment. Spacesuit customization, pharmaceutical manufacturing, testing alien substances, the whole thing. You can even fashion industrial pieces for large-scale projects, if you don't mind extracting a few raw resources from a nearby planet, that is. I'm a fan of self-reliance, so I encourage you to make use of the tools we have to build what you need.
What kind of company is Stroud Eklund?
We're most well known for ship manufacture. No expense spared. If you want the best and can afford it, you choose Stroud Eklund. Unfortunately, our success means you'll sometimes see Stroud Eklund ship modules on less than reputable vessels. They covet them. The bastards. I've tried to convince the United Colonies we can help in that regard, but they're married to Deimos Star Yards, and those old salts are stuck in the glory days.
Do you think the vision I had means anything?
Up until very recently, I'd likely have dismissed it as, I don't know, hallucinations. But now, I'm not sure what to think. I don't suppose you have a history of this sort of thing, do you?
You mean, have I seen something like this before?
This? Or anything else? You'll have to forgive me. I don't know you as well as the others here. If you weren't so new to the group, I might already know the answer.
I haven't hit my head recently, if that's what you're asking.
Not exactly, no. But I suppose it doesn't matter. You saw something. Barrett saw something. That's an unlikely coincidence. I'm no scientist. I leave that to the likes of Barrett and young Noel there. But I think we can all agree there's something unusual going on here. Frankly, this is the most exciting thing that's happened in years.
What's your role?
Me? Why, I'm the wallet. Someone has to fund all this, and all my success in business doesn't mean much if I can't put it to good use. I don't pretend to have the daring of Ms. Morgan, or the smarts of young Mateo, but I can make sure that they have the resources they need. And, as you've now seen, those resources aren't being wasted. We're onto something big here.
This isn't where I expect to find a CEO.
Funny thing about companies, you build one sturdy enough, it doesn't need you there all the time to prop it up. Stroud Eklund functions quite well on a day-to-day basis, leaving me time to devote to more esoteric pursuits. For years, I was captivated by the writings of Constellation's founder, Sebastian Banks. I finally decided to do something more than admire from a distance, and so now I call the Lodge home, as much as anywhere else. Until next time.
Are you doing okay? I'm not sure anyone really asked yet. Don't want you to think we're focused on the artifacts and nothing else. You matter too. You've done something really significant bringing that artifact here. I'm Mateo, theological scholar by trade, but now, well, an explorer like you. It's really good to have you with us.
What brought you to Constellation?
Well, there was some overlap in interests. I'd spent years searching for religious relics from human history. I had made a really incredible discovery, only to lose it to a greedy corporation. So I tried to steal it back. In the process, I met Walter. Turned out he owned the corporation. After a long talk, we realized we had a lot in common, and I was invited to join Constellation.
What do you make of the vision?
I'm not gonna lie, I really wish I could have seen this for myself. It's hard to judge otherwise. Both you and Barrett saw something. I don't think that's a coincidence. Did it feel like it was trying to tell you something? I don't want to necessarily use the words divine revelation, but, you know, if the label fits.
Do you think this was a religious experience?
Not necessarily, no, but it does kind of have the hallmarks of one, doesn't it? I'm certainly not going to rule it out just yet.
All I know is I've never experienced anything like it.
That sure lines up with everything else about these artifacts. It's all connected. We're gonna get to the bottom of this. We just need more data, which means more artifacts.
These artifacts all come out of caves?
Second one was on Kazal, buried the same as the one you found. But the first one, right under our noses for years, sitting in storage, masquerading as an oversized paperweight. Can you imagine potentially the greatest discovery in human history collecting dust? Take care of yourself.
Lately, I find myself spending more and more time.
That was intense, wasn't it? The artifacts, I mean. Sorry, this must all be a little overwhelming for you right now. I guess a lot overwhelming, now that I think about it. I'm Noelle. It's really nice to meet you. And thank you for bringing the artifact to us.
How long have you been working on all this?
Well, Constellation's been around forever, more than 50 years now. But we only became aware of the artifacts recently. Barrett discovered the first one about 2 years ago, right under our noses. And he was the one who got this all in motion. It's a shame he isn't here to see this.
The vision I saw, what do you think it was?
Oh, right, that. If we're approaching this rationally, I suppose we'd call them visual and auditory hallucinations. What you perceived as lights and music could be overloaded neural input, your brain's attempt to make sense of something. An energy surge, some other phenomenon.
Greetings, Walter.
Barrett saw something too?
He did. At the time, well, it's Barrett. We weren't sure if he was kidding around. Clearly, he wasn't.
Whatever I saw and heard, it wasn't coming from me.
Unfortunately, that's what a lot of people report in these situations. I'm not saying you didn't really see anything, just that it's really hard to determine after the fact. That's okay. Now that this has happened to both you and Barrett, we can know to maybe expect it in the future. Be a little more prepared. We're all in this together now, right?
I was wondering about the other types of exploration work besides artifacts.
Of course. There's plenty of planets out there that no one has ever set foot on, and everything we learn about them is valuable. We have a board where we post anything specific we're looking for. A type of alien flora or fauna, or a planet with a specific quality, like if it's primed to have life but doesn't yet.
You seem to know a lot about these artifacts.
Oh gosh, no, I mean that's flattering, but really, we're making this up as we go. Until you arrived, we only had the two, and the vaguest sense that there was something more at work. There's still so much we don't know. And that means a lot of work ahead of us.
Let me know how I can help you learn more.
Well, right now nothing's off the table. Metallurgical analysis, chemical composition. I'm looking at everything. One thing I'm really trying to improve is my overall database of xenobiology. I don't know if it will help in this case, but the more we know about, well, everything, the better off we are, right? Speaking of, if you're going to be out there looking for more artifacts, you're bound to come across some interesting specimens. Anything organic, I'd be happy to take it off your hands.
How would organic resources help with learning about the artifacts?
I can't be certain that they will, but more data points are always a good thing. I don't want to rule out anything that could provide a breakthrough. And if it sweetens the deal, I can pay. Pretty well, too. Walter's pockets may not be bottomless, but they are pretty deep.
All right, I got some organic resources for you.
Anything I can learn from is a help.
Why did that decrease? Very strange. Sarah said you have something about a place for me to stay?
Planning on sticking around then? Good. I think we can find a spot for you. And along the way, I can give you the very abbreviated tour.
I hope you are satisfied with the quarters available to you.
Fire accuracy. I'll apply the constellation skin. That's pretty cool. I guess boost pack is different than than hover packs. I knew I was trying to say something. Ionic liquids. Okay. There are some amps. Infused bandages. Was that battle stim? Huh. Cool. Made a bunch of stuff. I need bread and egg. Boba alien tea. Alien tea. Master lock. I need 4. Oh. Jesus. That's insane.